AI across language, space, and matter, the forces that will reshape civilization. Introduction. Artificial intelligence is no longer confined to isolated use cases or niche automation. It has evolved into a general purpose force, expanding human capability across the core substrates of civilization: language, space, and matter. Each of these domains reflects a deep human faculty: the ability to communicate and coordinate, the ability to move, build, and navigate, and the ability to shape the physical world. What we're witnessing is not the automation of human labor, it's the augmentation of human creativity. With generative AI, large world models, and speculative motion frameworks like KINEMATRIX, we are stepping into a phase where machine intelligence doesn't just serve us, it helps reveal what was previously unimaginable. This exposition explores these three interlinked frontiers: how AI is becoming our partner in meaning, language, our navigator in space, our synthesizer of new forms in matter. Together, these breakthroughs form the scaffolding for a reimagined civilization. Section 2, Language, Memory, and Coordination. Language is our oldest coordination protocol, a shared interface through which humans encode thought, transmit knowledge, and construct social reality. With the rise of large language models, LLMs, AI has entered this domain not just as a translator or scribe, but as a synthetic thinker. These models can now summarize legal frameworks, draft policy, write fiction, debug code, and collaborate in creative or strategic ideation. Key milestones and implications: Alpha code, writing functional code from natural language prompts. Auto GPTs and AI agents, self-directed agents that can reason across tasks. Semantic compression, language models as memory layers, storing, recalling, and recomposing knowledge in new contexts. This transformation reveals that language is not just a means of communication, but a computational substrate. AI is now participating in the co-creation of culture, law, and logic, operating as both a mirror and a magnifier of human cognition. Implication: AI changes not just what we say, but how we think. LLMs collapse the gap between idea and execution. Section 3, Space, Perception, Motion, and the World Model. Where language enables internal coordination, spatial intelligence allows interaction with the external world. Robotics, autonomous vehicles, and augmented reality systems all depend on the ability to perceive, map, and move through 3D environments. But spatial reasoning is not easily compressed into text or 2D representations. It demands a new class of models, large world models, LWMs. Recent breakthroughs include NeRFs, neural radiance fields, high-fidelity 3D reconstructions from 2D images, Gaussian splatting, real-time rendering of photorealistic environments. Feifei's World Labs, pioneering efforts to encode spatial understanding at scale, bridging perception and generative design. Frameworks like KINEMATRIX extend this even further, proposing the capture of high-resolution motion telemetry from animals, machines, and environmental contexts to create a universal motion library. These models would not just replicate how creatures move, but imagine new forms of movement, including motion through air, water, sand, or zero gravity. Implication: AI is learning to navigate the world like we do, then inventing ways we never considered. Section 4, Matter, Design, Discovery, and the Physics of the Possible. Once language and space are encoded, the next frontier is matter, the manipulation of physical reality through AI-driven design, simulation, and synthesis. This is where AI moves from digital understanding into material agency. Emerging use cases: material science, DeepMind's graph networks predicting new crystalline structures, AI-assisted discovery of potential room temperature superconductors. Biotech, AlphaFold mapping 200 million protein structures, unlocking doors to new drugs, enzymes, and bioengineered materials. Generative manufacturing, AI systems co-designing architecture, aerospace parts, and prosthetics with previously unthinkable geometries. These systems don't just optimize known designs. They generate novel solutions from first principles, guided by physics, data, and creative constraint. The vision: AI-powered labs, discovering new states of matter, new propulsion systems, even new laws hidden within the patterns of motion and structure. Implication: AI becomes an engine of material innovation, reshaping what we build, how we build, and what we think is possible to build. This content is brought to you by Bobby Giggs. Promote your brand here and reach a wide audience across platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow the links in the description to get started. Section V, the convergence layer. From multimodal AI to world modeling machines, the true revolution happens at the convergence of language, space, and matter, when AI systems integrate these domains into a unified framework for perception, reasoning, and action. This is where we move from task-specific tools to general-purpose world modelers. This convergence manifests in multimodal foundation models, AI that simultaneously understands text, images, sound, and 3D space, e.g. GPT-4v, Gemini, Clip, Gato. Simulation engines plus generative models, AI agents cohabiting digital worlds, learning from feedback, adapting in real time. Spatial agency, robots and virtual beings that learn from physical context, refine motion from feedback, and invent new behaviors beyond human training data. The large language model, LLM, unlocked cognition over symbols. The large world model, LWM, unlocks agency in space. The large motion model, LMM, enables movement within and beyond physical bounds. Together, they form an emergent cognitive kinetic continuum, a synthetic stack through which AI doesn't just assist human thought, but extends the human project into domains we once thought were the exclusive domain of biology or divinity. Implication: the synthesis of these models will create a new species of machine intelligence, co-creative, embodied, and spatially aware. Section 6. Future implications and ethical fault lines. The rise of AI across language, space, and matter isn't just a technological shift, it's a civilizational inflection point. We are no longer designing tools, we are cultivating autonomous collaborators that will shape reality alongside us. 1. Creative renaissance or cultural collapse. AI will unlock forms of creativity inaccessible to the unaided human mind, from architectural geometries we could never sketch to materials we could never imagine. But it also risks a cultural flood, infinite content, decreasing signal, and disorientation from what is authentically human. Will we use AI to revive dormant beauty or accelerate the aesthetics of noise? Will creative labor be honored or swallowed by machine novelty? 2. The ethical geometry of motion. As robots gain agency in space, they must make choices, not just about motion, but about interaction with people, animals, environments. Who defines the moral coordinates in a world of autonomous agents? Will spatial AI be used for liberation, disaster response, care work, or domination, surveillance, weaponization? 3. Matter, magic, and material limits. As we simulate motion through fluids, air, sand, and space, new frontiers in material science await. We may discover new propulsion mechanisms, bio-inspired materials with adaptive behavior, design principles from species we've never closely modeled before. But this power comes with a caveat. We will need enormous volumes of high-fidelity data, possibly captured through means that stretch ethical boundaries, animal telemetry, environmental manipulation, synthetic testing grounds. 4. The human role: steward, artist, or obsolete. The most urgent question: what is our role in this new stack? Will we become curators of machine potential, guiding AI with vision and purpose? Or will we be sidelined, caught between exponential progress and institutional inertia? What the printing press was to the Renaissance, AI may be to the birth of post-biological civilization, but only if we steer it wisely. A closing statement: the dawn of synthetic civilization. We stand at the edge of a new epoch, not merely defined by what AI can do, but by what it will reveal. Language, once a human monopoly, now becomes a shared interface. Space, once mapped only by human memory and machines with rules, now becomes an intuitive playground for autonomous motion. Matter, once shaped by tools of trial and error, now becomes a canvas co-authored by generative machines. This is not the end of human creativity. It is its amplification. This is not the replacement of designers, thinkers, or builders. It is their redefinition. From AlphaGo's unimaginable Move 37 to the blueprinting of KINEMATRIX, we are beginning to externalize cognition into systems that will one day move, speak, build, and imagine alongside us, not beneath us. We are not just programming machines, we are programming new forms of civilization. How we train them, ethically, architecturally, culturally, will shape the reality they and we will co-inhabit. The question is no longer, can AI do what we do? The question is, what will we choose to become now that it can?